Afternoon everybody, welcome back to my channel Fishing AT, and today I've travelled to the North Pembrokeshire Coast and I'm fishing at a mark basically between Dinas Head, which you can see in the distance there, and Fishguard Harbour. So I've walked up the coast path from Fishguard and I'm on a mark there on the North Pembrokeshire Coast. I last fished here about 40 years ago as a teenager. So a lot of time has passed and I thought I'd give it a go. It's 6 o'clock in the evening. Low water at Fishguard was about 20 to 4, so it's not ideal fishing the tide out. It's a neap tide, so the fall is only about 1.5 meters or so, so it's not going to be a lot of tidal movement. And I've just got the first bait out in the water, which is basically just a pulley pennel with a rotten bottom, because I can't remember what the bottom's like here. It's probably going to be quite snaggy. I've got a lot of lobster pots to my left hand side, so I'm casting sort of up towards the headland there, sort of 2 o'clock-ish, to try and avoid the ropes, and we'll see what this brings. The plan is really just to fish into darkness. I've got to drive back to Chepstow, so I've got a 140-mile drive back tonight, so I won't be leaving it too late. So yeah, so that's the mark and the details, and hopefully I'll have some fish to show you in a while. So baits today, we've got all frozen mackerel, frozen bluey, got some squid, and I've got some odds and sods crab claws, some stuffed peeler crab claws and things like that. They've been in the freezer for ages. And a typical sort of bait, here's a typical bait I'm using on a pulley pennel, just a squid and mackerel whipped on 2 hooks. Basically 2.0 Varivas big mouth extras, I think those hooks are. So just fish baits frozen, and we'll see how we go with those baits. So as it's as you can see, quite a rocky mark here. I'm just trying a little Dexter wedge lure that's casting across the front of some rocks here. It's reasonably deep water. The sort of first bait came back untouched after 30 minutes. I had a rotten bottom on, but the ground was clear, so I've just switched to a standard rig, no rotten bottom. I think I should hopefully be comfortable with that. And I'm just going to see if there's any pollock here, or any mackerel that might take a lure. So we've got the Pembrokeshire Coast path that basically walks, obviously, or goes around the outskirts of the Pembrokeshire Coast, and you can see some of the coastline here. As I said, you've got Dinas Head in the distance there. You've got Pulley, which is the beach this side of Dinas Head, and then there's a caravan site up on the top there, I think. And then you come round and you can see the main breakwater there at Fishguard, where the ferry goes to Rosslare. But unfortunately that isn't open to the public routinely, and so you can't fish there day in, day out. I think it opens for the occasional competition, but the harbour don't allow people to fish there anymore. There is a smaller breakwater off the front between Goodwick and Fishguard, so you can fish there, but haven't fished there for, well, again, 40 odd years, so we'll see how this goes. So we'll keep on plugging away. Hopefully things will turn on. That's a bit too close to the rocks there. Hopefully things will turn on maybe after dark, so we'll see how we go. But a beautiful setting. I've had cormorants and oyster catchers. I've got some seagulls over there. I had 2 chuffs up behind me earlier on. So quite an unusual or rare bird, but beautiful spot, and I've got it to myself, which is always nice. You see the lobster pots here, sort of looking from high up. The rope does appear to be going down quite steeply, so I'm casting well to the right of the pots there. Hopefully won't have any problems with the trailing ropes. Hopefully we'll catch something in a while. Well, it's 8:05 in the evening. Sun is going down, as you can see, just over the back there, over Goodwick. Oyster catchers being very noisy, flying around, probably looking for someone to roost up for the night. Some of the bait's been coming back stripped, and I've got a little 2-hook flapper rig scratching rid on the left hand rod, fishing small baits, but not actually seeing any bites as such. But hooks are coming back a little bit bare every now and then. But on the big baits, the pulley pennel, and I'm also fishing an up and over intermittently, 2-0s with biggish baits. That's coming back pretty much untouched. So lovely evening. There's no wind evident, and hopefully as we always sort of hope, the fishing will turn on as the sun goes down. Few last casts before on the spinners before it gets dark. There's something out there, whether it's a seal or a, didn't quite see, just saw the back of something, whether it was a porpoise or something. Lovely quiet end to the day. Still no bites. It's about 8:20 in the evening, so about 40 minutes it'll probably be dark. I don't know if the camera picks that up, but there's a large ferry coming around the end of the breakwater there. I think it's not the I think it might be a cruise ship actually. So it's about 9:10. Sun's obviously down, and still very quiet on the rods, no bites as such, very still. That boat is, the birds are still on this little rock outcrop here. And you can see the Fishguard harbour over there. I'm actually a bit of a muppet. That's the Stenner ferry actually coming back in. So not a cruise ship at all, talking nonsense. That's the Rosslare ferry coming in. I seem to have it in my head that it sort of came in about midnight, but I think it sails out about midnight. See the green breakwater lighthouse flashing there, and the ferry going past. Let's hope his brakes are working and that he actually has a safe docking. Well, it's 20 past 10. I've been fishing for a good few hours, and you can always rely, I suppose, on a doggie to beat the blank. So up and over rig, and small dogfish there, which gave a good bite, and well, it's a blank saver, so that's good. Get him unhooked and we'll put him back in. Well, just got my last cast out now, so unless anything comes along, that doggie is saved today. So thank you for watching. It's been a quiet session, but an enjoyable one for me. Fishing back at a place where I grew up when in the 1970s. Started my fishing many years ago. Just at the end of the video, I'll be putting some footage from this afternoon. My brother is rowing across the Atlantic with his mate Dan. Going from Lanzarote to Antigua, starting on January the 3rd. He's raising funds for the lifeboat, so if you want any spare change or whatever, please support the charity. It obviously helps everybody at sea, fishermen, sailors, whoever. And it's a capsize test on the rowing boat that they're going on, that they have to demonstrate that actually it self-rights. So just something we witnessed today in Lower Town and Fishguard. But please, if you can and you've got the opportunity, support the lifeboats. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully be out again soon, so if you're fishing, be safe and tight lines, and see you all again soon. Bye now. Bye.